Meow and hello, yours truly, the Cat Protector here for Cat Galaxy, and this is In the Cat's Eyes, and with me is my very special guest, or should I say guest, the top dog herself, Eileen Proctor, and Happy.
This is Happy-Go-Lucky, and she is one of my 4 adopted dogs, not to mention my adopted kitty. Hello, Autumn. I know you're watching too because you're a fan of Cat Galaxy. And Happy wanted to say hello and meet all the nice people in the studio here. So thanks for letting her come along.
Thank you. You know, we've crossed over. Apparently dogs like our station too. So.
You know what? Everybody loves your station. I'm sure you've got a few closet guinea pigs, rats, horses that tune in every once in a while too, right?
I'm pretty sure we probably do.
Yeah, you do. It's a great show. Congratulations on the success you've had with it.
Well, thank you. And you're going to be involved in a great event that's coming up called Tales of the Season. And
I am thrilled to be involved with that event. And
you are going to be the MC of that event. It's great to have the top dog. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this.
Oh, thank you,
Noel. You as a part of this, because you have been such a part of the animal rescue community.
You know, it's really a passion of mine to help spread the word about the joys and, quite frankly, the need for animal adoption. It is such a large part of what I do every day of the year, and I appreciate the fact that you're giving me the chance to be a part of what is really, it's the first of its kind event, and you're chairing it and hosted by the North Phoenix Chamber of Commerce. Yes. There's so many great things about this event, so I'm thrilled to be a part of it.
Yeah, and we've got some great sponsors. We've got Heart Printing, we've got Accurate Care, we've got Affinity Web and Graphic Design, Panther Tech.
Panther Tech Computer.
Yeah,
Woo-hoo!
If you need computer repair, Panther Tech's the one to go to. Cat Galaxy is a sponsor.
Yeah, you couldn't get much better media coverage than the Cat Galaxy.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of dedicated involvement here, and even getting volunteers involved.
You were telling me this morning before we went on the air that you went over to Shadow Mountain High School, and you've got, what, over 50 high school students?
Yeah, from the Key Club at Shadow Mountain High School.
Excellent.
So people are going to be able to see them and interact and find out even about the kids. You know, the kids are going to be involved with it. It's a great event.
Well, you know, November 12th has been circled on my calendar for a very long time, because here's the cool thing about your event, and I'm so impressed with what you've done. First of all, it is the first ever joint adopt-a-thon that is really in the northeast valley of Phoenix, Arizona. You know, you see them on the west side, you see them on the east side, you see them south, but northeast Phoenix has kind of gotten gypped or overlooked. So it was very smart of you to strategically pick the Northeast Valley, because we want people there to be able to have easy access to pets as well. So that's the cool thing. The next cool thing that you did was to align with the North Phoenix Chamber of Commerce. And they've got over 200 businesses that are supporting this event. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't believe that I've ever heard of a Chamber of Commerce putting together and sponsoring an animal-related event. So kudos to the North Phoenix Chamber of Commerce.
Absolutely.
You rock. Yeah. Every one of you do. So that's another reason why I absolutely love it. The fact that you're getting the high school kids involved as volunteers, one, to help run things, but 2, to expose them to the idea of animal welfare, and to hook them up with individual groups that maybe someday they'll become adopters from or volunteers for.
Or maybe even create their own rescues themselves.
They could, although we have a lot of rescues. So before you start your own, would you please see if there's one that you might want to work with first?
Well, I'm just saying long term, down the road.
Yeah, they are our future animal welfare workers.
They're the one, and that's exactly the point.
Yeah.
They are going to be the future of animal rescue.
Yep.
So it's going to be great to have, you know, the kids involved and have all of these volunteers. There's been an energy.
Yeah, you've been talking about this since the beginning of August. We're only like about 10 days away.
Well, yeah, it goes back further than that. It was probably a few years in the planning, but there's never a right time. This was the right time.
Yeah, and you want to know why it's the right time? Now is the middle of November. It's really the latest that anybody should consider adding a pet to their home before the holidays begin. Because you know what happens, Noel. We get distracted. We have all sorts of strange sights and decorations and visitors. We've got foods that are very rich that aren't good for pets. We've got, if you've adopted a pet, they have to bond with you. They have to know where they live in case they accidentally get out the front door. They need to know where to come back to. So you actually pick the date that is probably the cutoff point, in my opinion, for when you should bring a pet into your family. And what I would suggest for anybody adopting a pet at your event or any of them is think about realistically what is the best species for you, what is the best breed for you, what is the right age, what is the right gender. Figure it out in advance so when you get there, it's not just an impulse, ooh, you're cute, because you know what? There are realities to a lifelong relationship with a pet, and if you think about them in advance, it makes it easier to find what you're looking for at the actual event.
And we've got a lot of different species. We've got cats. We're going to have dogs for adoption. There's going to be guinea pigs. There's going to be rats. There's going to be rabbits. So, you know, any rat rescue, obviously going to be bringing in some rats.
Piggy Poo's going to be there.
Piggy Poo is going to be there, and they're going to have guinea pigs.
Rescue.
Yeah, and of course, Safe Haven for Animals is going to have cats there, and Nine Lives Foundation.
Beautiful kitty cats.
Yes, and they're great. Shout out to Laura Norden for what she's doing at Safe Haven and the volunteers of Safe Haven, because they do a lot to help those cats.
Right.
So it's going to be great to see them involved.
And rightly so. The proceeds from this event are going to help Safe Haven do their work.
Absolutely. So. Part of the proceeds from this event are going to go to Safe Haven. So it keeps going, and it's going to be great that, you know, every year we can rotate this, and different animal rescue organization can benefit as well.
Right. And maybe you could bring it to different areas of the valley as well, because there's some of them that are underserved, and I know that your message to everyone. I know you started this whole thing. This was all your brainchild, and I want to congratulate you on that.
Thank
because, you know, well, you told me, but why don't you tell everybody why you put this together?
Wow. There's a big need for animals to be adopted, and there really had not been a major animal adoption event in the northeast part of the valley.
Right.
There also has never, to my knowledge, I'm sure somebody might correct me later, but really no Chamber of Commerce has really tackled onto this. So it was great to merge that involvement and get the business community involved, especially in the North Phoenix Chamber of Commerce.
Which you're a member of.
Yes, which Panther Tech is a member of. And the opportunity was there. And sometimes you need to create new and exciting things.
Right.
And there have been a lot of organizations that have done some incredible events. PAC 911 obviously has done some great events with animal rescue, and so it's just great to have the northeast part of the valley involved. And of course, you know, it's a great middle ground for getting groups from the east part of the valley.
Yeah, it's very centrally located. It's really a good location.
And the west part of the valley, because there's animal rescue groups in the west part of the valley, and this touches in different parts of Arizona too, because there's rescues from all over Arizona that are going to be coming to this event that I'm aware of.
And you're also going to have, from what I understand, I'm very excited to see this, you're going to have demonstrations from Liberty Wildlife, so we'll learn all about the natural animals around, because it's important to give them respect. I think they're going to bring an owl. Yeah,
I heard an owl,
right?
And I heard they're going to be doing a bird of prey demo. The rumor is snakes.
Okay.
I've heard about a snake.
All of God's creatures are good.
So yeah, and it's great to touch on that. You know, we're going to have the Arizona Humane Society is going to be doing some demo on
they're going to be talking about the right type of pet parenting to make sure that the animals that are adopted stay in those homes for life and don't get returned back another time, and I think that'll definitely help to be able to help with the success of the event.
And we're going to have a raffle, so we're going to have some great raffle items.
What do you got?
Wow, it's we're going to obviously have some of the baskets, some of the animal baskets there, and we're going to obviously have gift certificates. Panther Tech, you'll be able to win a gift certificate for Panther Tech.
And so if I have any computer issues,
if you
you'll
have
be able
computer
to help
issues, yes, you're going to get the person whose ticket gets drawn, or animal. I'm sure some people might enter their.
Do you think some animals have their own? Do you think that animals prefer Macs or PCs?
I'll have to ask Isis or Icarus.
Yeah, I would like to have a poll. Put that up right on there and let them paw at the right one. I prefer PC or Mac, and don't let Steve Jobs' recent passing alter your decision.
That's
care.
True.
Yeah.
We'll have Isis or Icarus run that contest because I think that might be an impartial.
And I think that they'll be honest with the answers. The event that you're having, it's free admission.
Yes, free admission, free parking.
Free admission, free parking, and there's going to be over 40 different rescue groups.
Yes, we're going to have 40 different rescue groups. We're going to have some great vendors. Villa La Paz is one of them.
Villa La Paz is going to be there doing the agility demos, and your pets can try it out and see if they have what it takes to go through the agility course. But Wendy Faircloth will be there. She's the director of training, and she's going to be doing some great demos with her own dogs to show you what kind of an R-fleet your dog may one day become.
And though by popular demand, I really am not going through this agility course, although I may.
Oh, come on, don't be a good sport. Do it for the pets. They deserve to laugh too.
All right, then I'll go through the agility course just like the dogs do,
Yeah.
but I'll do it in my own cat-like way.
You do
think.
You know what? You got to make your own kind of music and go through the agility course in your special way.
Can we get cats to go through it?
You know, I don't know. I think cats are too proud to make fools of themselves by going through agility.
The dogs do it.
Yeah, and they've got their own personal agility courses at home. They figure things to jump on and go through. So let's let the dogs have the agility course.
So what got you interested in being in the MC? Because, it's great to get the top dog for this type of event, because you've done a lot of events. You've done the PAC 911 events, and now you're doing this event. Is this different for you?
Well, first of all, Northeast Phoenix is my hood, and so I'm really glad that there's an event going on in my neighborhood. I know that there's some other events going on, but when I've known you for quite a while, Noel, I really love and respect the things that you do as it relates to cats in general, animal welfare. I've seen over the past year you flourish in terms of your participation with Safe Haven. And when you told me about this event, I gotta tell you, I was kind of hoping you'd ask me, and you ultimately did. Anybody that knows the Top Dog knows that my rally cry is adoption is the best option, and anything that I can do to help spread the word, generally about the concept, but about specific animals. I hope we'll be spotlighting some that we'll bring up there, and I'll say, look at this cute little kitty, isn't it? I think that it's important to have a passionate person behind the mic who can rally the crowd, whoo, 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 and
you're the perfect person for it.
Well, thank you. Perfect. Said like a true cat person. I just, it's what I do. I'm a pet lifestyle and industry expert, so any chance I get to be around people who love animals is what I love to do. So this to me is a pleasure and a duty. I feel that I'm destined to be able to continue to spread the word to people about how they can help animal welfare. And by the way, that may be adopting, but it may be fostering, it may be volunteering, it may be donating. It could be so many different ways, and so I like being the poster child for animal welfare. That's why they call me the voice of pet rescue.
Yeah, and we've got another unique thing happening. We've gotten the kids involved from the local schools.
Brilliant.
And really, to give serviceability to the rescues, we're actually going to have them, as the rescues are coming in, guide them to their spots where they can set up and really have assistance for the rescues.
Oh, so you're going to assign one volunteer to each group for the day?
And we're going to have them rotating throughout the day, and it really gets them involved, and they can really connect with the groups that they might want to volunteer for, or their parents.
Right.
We have to have a generation that follows us someday. So.
We are looking for the next generation of animal welfare people, and kids, you are it. So do you have room for more volunteers?
Yes, we always need volunteers. That's going to be, if somebody out there can volunteer, that would be great. We also, you've got a book. You've got your own book.
I do. Thank you.
I think that people need to know about what the Top Dog does away from the MC stuff.
Right. So when I'm not emceeing or working for animal rescue in general, and really, if you go to my website at ferventlyspeaking.com, you'll find out more about the Top Dog than you probably need to. But fervently speaking, FUR, fervently speaking. But I do work with businesses that are associated with the pet industry. I work with not-profits, and I speak to pet lovers, pet enthusiasts, pet owners on how to have the best possible quality of life with their pets. And to help them do that, because I can't be there all the time, I have put together my book. It's called Top Dogs, Top Tips for Tip-Top Dog Care, What Your Best Friend Wants You to Know. And it's an interesting and easy book. It's written just like I talk, okay? So if you like what you hear and that's what you're going to be reading, it's a short chapters, maybe 3-4 pages each, and it's information for the beginner pet owner, or even some good reminders for people who have been loving pets their whole lives. And it covers everything from how to find the best pet to different type of seasonal considerations, the winter, the spring, the summer, the fall, or holidays. It's got some great recipes in here as well. I got something here that is Bow Wow Banana Bites. My kids love Bow Wow Banana Bites, and canine creamies, and lots of trivia, how to travel with your pet, what if your pet gets lost. It's Top Dogs, Top Tips for Tip-Top Dog Care, What Your Best Friend Wants You to Know. And as a special gift to anybody who adopts at Tales of the Season, I'm going to give you a free copy of this book, and track me down, because I'll even autograph it for you.
That's great, because that's a great offer, because it does give them a platform in animal care. But one question, Eileen.
What's the question?
What if they adopt a cat?
Well, here's the thing.
Do you have items in there for cats as well?
I'm going to be very honest with you, and
or
please
guinea pigs or rats.
Don't shut down the video here, okay? This is dog care. See, dog care,
we know.
Okay? And so I do not have anything about cats, but here's the thing. Regifting is in. So if you do get this because you adopt a kitty or a critter, just give it to someone else. They're going to say, wow, you got a autographed version of Top Dogs, Top Tips for Tip-Top Dog Care, and give it to a friend. Pass it around, because the information is useful for anybody.
And there are going to be a lot of dog groups there.
Yes, there are.
And you can tell us a little about some of those.
We've got purebreds and mixed breeds. We've got, if you're interested in greyhounds, cattle dogs, we've got the purebreds, we've got mixed breed groups as well. There's, like I say, about 40 different animal welfare groups. Some of them have both dogs and cats, right?
Yes.
So I don't want to let the cat out of the bag.
You can do it.
No, there's a whole list of them available at the website, which is talesoftheseason.com, and there's a whole list including their logos and links to their site, so you can see in advance the groups that are going to be there. And even if you're not thinking of adopting now, Noel, it's the perfect time of the year to find the groups that you could volunteer for, that you could work with, that you could tell people about.
Or foster an animal.
Foster them. There's so many ways to help, and adopting is a great way, but it's not the only way. So, take it from the top dog. It's a very rewarding thing to be involved with any one or more of these groups, and they will appreciate it, and the animals are so grateful when you come and do them a kindness. You do them a solid, as they call it.
Yeah, and the event is actually going to be at Wildfire Elementary School.
Yes.
Which is at 3997 East Lockwood Drive up there in North Phoenix.
Phoenix, and from what I understand, it's kind of west of 40th Street, between Pinnacle Peak and Deer Valley, right?
Yeah, it's actually, if you take Cape Creek up to Pinnacle Peak, it's going to be east of that intersection. Actually,
okay,
it's off Cashman and Lockwood.
Do yourself a favor.
There's a map on there.
There's a map there, or you can use your GPS.
Website.
It's 3997 East Lockwood Drive. I know that the Cat Protector and the Top Dog are looking forward to see every one of you out there. Spread the word to your friends. The more the merrier. It's going to be beautiful weather in Phoenix. The weather's finally cooling down. It's going to be awesome. November 12th, Tales of the Season.
And one more thing, there's another thing. We're going to have low-cost microchipping.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We're going to have, obviously the bird of prey demo that you talked about.
Okay.
That. We're going to have information on low-cost spay neuter.
That's always important.
So, it is, extremely important. And of course, we're going to have food. And then we're going to...
you're going to have the food trucks driving in, right?
Oh, yeah. We're going to have food. We're going, for purchase.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to, obviously, a lot of the animal rescue groups are going to be there, like we said, that's going to give you information about the different types of animals.
Yep.
And, the opportunity to play with some of the little animals.
The little critters,
The little critters are always a popular thing.
Yep.
There's just going to be so much to do. at this event.
And it's
see.
10 to 3, right?
It's 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Right. Okay. So I want to make sure I'm not late, because I mean, if I'm emceeing, I got to make sure that I got the mic ready on the stroke of 10.
We got you covered.
All right. I'm covered then. Okay.
We got you
My
covered.
limo will be coming to pick me up.
Can we use it as if I've got to drive personally to get the top dog to get her there?
No, I think I can handle it. You'll see the Fervor mobile. That's my license plate, is F-U-R-V-R, Fervor, because I'm fervent, I'm passionate. Animals are such an important part of our lives. If you don't have one, if you already have one, the only thing better than having one pet is having two. And you know what I found? 3, 4, 5. That's why this smile's on my face 24/7, and you can have it that way too. So, Tales of the Season, Saturday, November 12th, 10 to 3, Wildfire Elementary School. Go to talesoftheseason.com. I'm looking forward to seeing you there.
And I want to see all of you there. And thank you for joining us. Eileen, thank you for joining us.
Looking forward to a great day.
And we'll see you next time on In the Cat's Eyes.
See, I speak cat. I speak cat.